and welcome. I love folklore and I love video games, so naturally I love it when the two intersect. Today we are going to be looking at the free demo of Bramble, the Mountain King, which is heavily inspired by Nordic folklore. Today I am going to give a brief rundown of some of the folkloric references and discuss the different mythic creatures and themes that appear so far in this game. The game is from Dim Frost Studio, and while the full game has not been released yet, there is a free demo available on Steam. The story takes place in an enchanting land called Bramble, and we play as Ole, which is a Swedish name that I'm sure to mispronounce. As you make your way through beautiful landscapes, you come across many creatures that come directly from Nordic folklore, meaning the legends of Sweden, Denmark, Norway, Finland, Iceland, Faroe Islands, and Greenland. The game begins with Ole wriggling free of the grasp of a gruesome stone figure, which I'm sure many people will recognize as a troll. Trolls are extremely prevalent in Nordic folklore, and there are different kinds of trolls. Forest trolls are larger than humans, and cave trolls are short, stubby, and smaller than humans. They live in caves or mountains because sunlight turns them into stone. While many trolls are seen as evil and kidnap and even feast on human children, that is not true for all trolls. There are benevolent, friendly trolls, although most of them would prefer to be left alone. Another creature featured heavily in the game and in the folk legends of Norway, Sweden, as well as other Nordic countries is the Nisse. Donning a pointed red cap and a long white beard, this cute little being's image has been co-opted into the ever-popular garden gnome. Nisse are like brownies. They protect houses and barns and may assist with chores if they are treated well and given food, usually porridge with butter on top. They've become synonymous with Christmas time, accompanying the Jule Nisse, or the Yule Elf, handing out presents and coal. Perhaps the most frightening being we've seen so far in the game is a fiddler, a full-sized human, a giant to us in our shrunken form, naked with long black hair, sitting at the edge of a pond, playing a violin. This creature is known by a variety of different names across languages and cultures, and bears a complex and varied story surrounding his origins and nature. Known as the Nixie, Naken, and a handful of other words, depending on the Nordic language, the English name for this being is the Neck, which is derived from the Swedish word meaning nude. In some stories, the Neck is a malevolent creature, luring people, particularly children, to the water with their enchanting music and leading them to a watery grave. Water lilies are a sign that a Naken is nearby. This folktale may have been used as a way of keeping children away from pools of water and preventing drowning accidents. While the Naken seems to be an antagonist in Bramble, in some versions of the myth, he is not evil, but simply misunderstood. He is bound to the edge of the water, unable to leave, and lonesome. And the drownings that occur as a result of his music are accidental. The enchantment that comes from hearing his fiddle, unavoidable. Fairy music is known to have such an effect on people. One may be compelled beyond reason to follow it to its source, no matter what that may be. Finally, let's talk about the title of the game. It's called Bramble, the Mountain King. What is a Mountain King? Well, there is a creature in Nordic folklore called Bergakungen, which translates from Swedish into Mountain King. They live inside the mountains. They trick humans into entering their mountain, never to leave again. I couldn't find a good description of what this creature looks like. It could be a type of troll itself, because there is another word used to refer to it that means mountain troll. Additionally, there's also a very famous piece of orchestral music from a classic Norwegian play called Peer Gynt, which is crammed full of different folklore and contains characters in it such as troll princesses, witches, nixies, gnomes, the devil, and a character called the Old Man of the Mountains, or the Mountain King. His theme is called In the Hall of the Mountain King, and I'm certain you've heard it before. It goes a little something like this. So, will the Mountain King make an appearance in this game? What will he look like? Is he good or evil? I can't wait to see what creatures appear in the full game. I'm sure I missed some references even in this short demo because it is just packed full of magic, pulled from Nordic myths. The folklore of these countries is so dense and I find it absolutely enchanting, as was the demo for Bramble, the Mountain King. The full game is set to be available on April 27th, 2023. Until next time.